The silent exhaustion. Ethan was tired before the day even began. Not the kind of tired that comes after hard work, but the kind that lives inside your bones. The kind that sleep cannot fix. Every morning, his alarm rang at 6:30, and every morning he hit snooze like he was delaying life itself. When he finally opened his eyes, the first thing he saw was his phone. Messages, emails, notifications.news. Before his feet touched the floor, his mind was already running a marathon. At work, people thought Ethan was doing fine. He had a good job in digital marketing, a decent salary, a nice apartment. But inside, he felt empty. By noon, his head felt heavy. By evening, his body moved, but his soul stayed behind. He went to the gym sometimes, but every workout felt like punishment. He went out with friends, but laughed without feeling anything. He was present everywhere, yet alive nowhere. And the strangest part, doctors said he was healthy. Blood tests perfect. Vitamins normal, heart strong. "You're just stressed," they said. "Try to relax." But how do you relax when your mind never shuts up? How do you rest when even rest means scrolling endlessly through a screen? Ethan didn't know it yet, but his problem wasn't lack of energy. His problem was that he had forgotten how to restore energy. Chapter 2. The Moment of Truth. One evening, Ethan sat in his kitchen staring at cold food on his plate. Across the table sat his younger sister, Mia. She had come to visit after months apart. She watched him silently for a while before finally speaking. "You look tired," she said softly. Ethan laughed. "Everyone is tired." "No," she replied. "Not like this. You look drained." Her words hit deeper than he expected. He tried to change the subject, but Mia didn't let him escape. "You're only 34, she said. "You live like someone who's already given up. When was the last time you were excited about anything?" Ethan opened his mouth to answer, but nothing came out. That night, for the first time in years, he admitted something to himself. He wasn't just tired, he was burning out slowly. The next day, he booked an appointment with a doctor. Not a regular one, but a specialist in holistic and integrative health recommended by a colleague. Her name was Dr. Haruka Tanaka. Chapter 3. The Doctor Who Didn't Prescribe Pills. Dr. Tanaka's clinic felt different from any place Ethan had been before. No harsh lights, no rushed nurses, just calm silence and the smell of tea. Instead of starting with questions about symptoms, she asked about his life, his work, his habits, his thoughts. Then she asked one simple question. "When was the last time you felt truly rested?" Ethan searched his memory. Days, weeks, years, nothing came. Dr. Tanaka nodded. "You don't suffer from illness," she said. "You suffer from constant stimulation." She explained how the modern world keeps the brain in permanent alert mode. Notifications.multitasking. Endless information. The brain never enters recovery mode anymore. In Japan, she continued, we have ancient practices that were created for warriors. Samurai were always under pressure, yet they were not constantly exhausted. They knew something we forgot. She wrote 3 words on a paper and pushed it toward him. Seijaku, Shinrin Yoku Inemuri. These, she said, are not traditions. They are survival tools. Chapter 4. The 3 Forgotten Arts. Dr. Tanaka began with the first. Seijaku, active stillness. Not sleep. Not meditation, just silent awareness. Sitting without stimulation. No phone, no music, no task, just breathing and being. She explained how this activates the brain's default mode network, the system that cleans mental fatigue and restores focus. 10 minutes every morning, she said. Silence before the noise of the world begins. Then came the second, Shinrin Yoku, forest bathing, spending slow, intentional time in nature, not jogging, not taking photos, just walking, observing, breathing. Studies in Japan proved that time among trees lowers stress hormones, improves immunity, and repairs attention damaged by screens. Twice a week, she said, 1 hour. Nature is not a luxury, it is medicine. And finally, the third, Inemuri, strategic napping, short naps of 10 to 20 minutes, not deep sleep. Just a reset. Samurai used it between battles. Modern neuroscience confirms it improves alertness and creativity. Every afternoon, she said. Rest is not laziness, It is intelligence. Ethan left the clinic confused but hopeful. For the first time, someone didn't give him pills. They gave him a system. Chapter 5. The Resistance Phase. The first week was harder than Ethan imagined. On day 1, he tried Seijaku. Sitting silently felt unbearable. His mind screamed for stimulation. He checked the clock 5 times in 10 minutes. But he stayed. On Saturday, he tried Shinrin Yoku. He walked into a nearby park without his phone. At first, he felt naked, exposed, bored. Then something strange happened. The noise inside his head softened. The wind in the trees felt louder than his thoughts. And in Amuri, the first nap felt useless. He didn't sleep. He just lay there with closed eyes. But after a few days, something changed. He started waking up lighter. Not energized like after coffee, but clear. By the end of week 1, nothing dramatic had happened. But something subtle had shifted. He wasn't drowning anymore. He was floating. Chapter 6. The Awakening. By the 3rd week, Ethan noticed the real change. He no longer grabbed his phone first thing in the morning. He no longer needed 4 cups of coffee to survive the day. He no longer felt that constant pressure inside his chest. One evening in the park, sitting under a tree, he finally understood. He was never tired because of work. He was tired because he never stopped. Never stopped thinking, never stopped consuming, never stopped reacting. The Japanese practices didn't give him more energy. They stopped him from wasting it. And science supported everything. Neuroscientists proved silence restores the brain. Immunologists proved forests heal the body. Sleep researchers proved short naps sharpen the mind. It wasn't philosophy, it was biology. Chapter 7. A Different Life. 4 months later, Ethan's life looked the same on the outside, but felt completely different on the inside. He still had the same job, the same apartment, the same responsibilities. But now he had something he hadn't felt in years. Vitality. He laughed more. He listened more. He lived more. One night, Mia visited again. She looked at him and smiled. "You're back," she said. "From where?" Ethan asked. "From being lost in your own exhaustion." Ethan finally understood something simple and powerful. Energy is not created by force. Energy is protected by wisdom. If you feel tired all the time, if rest doesn't feel restful anymore, if life feels like autopilot, you don't need more caffeine. You don't need more motivation. You don't need more pressure. You need what warriors once mastered. Silence, nature, rest, start tomorrow. 10 minutes of Seijaku, 1 hour of Shinrin Yoku twice a week, 15 minutes of Inamuri every afternoon. Do it for 30 days. And you will realize something powerful. You were never weak. You were just overstimulated. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and comment.